Hello and welcome to Reviews with Ryan. Today I'm going to be talking about the newest science fiction film, Dune. This just dropped in theaters this week and also on HBO Max. Real quick, thank you guys for watching this review. If you like all movie content, consider subscribing to the channel, give the video a like, and maybe comment on what you guys thought about the film. Now without further ado, let's get into the review. Dune was directed by Denis Villeneuve, and the film stars Timothée Chalamet, Zendaya, Josh Brolin, Jason Momoa, Stellan Skarsgård, and many other actor and actresses. There's so many in this film. It has a really stellar cast. Dune is about a son of a noble family entrusted with the protection of the most valuable asset and the most vital element in the galaxy. It was really interesting seeing the trailer for this. I really wasn't sure what to expect. I know it's based on a book, and with this being a book, they're wanting to divide this film into 3 separate parts. And my gosh, is this film really freaking long. 2.5 hours clocking in. And it's a really different kind of film. There's a lot going on. I felt throughout the film that there's really good visuals in this. The visuals are really breathtaking. There's really good sound. They really know how to put the sound in this. And there's really good score throughout this. They really do a good job of just putting the score with the film. The film has a mix of action, has some science fiction involved. Throughout the film, there's a lot of different groups and tribes. There's a lot of characters in this. At times, I feel like for some people, this will be really hard to follow. There's a lot going on. I have heard that in the book, there's like a dictionary of certain things that they explain, and it's just really drawn out. There's a lot of parts where there's some slower parts and there's a little bit of action, and then there's a lot of talking and there's a cut to other groups. There's just a lot going on, and at times I felt a little overwhelmed. I felt a little hard at times to really feel for the characters because there is so many characters. There's so many characters that are disposable, and I felt like characters like Jason Momoa, they were very disposable, and even Oscar Isaac, his character throughout the film, it's very brief with certain things that he has in the film, and I just felt like with some of the characters, I just didn't really feel much for them. Even Zendaya is barely in this film. A lot of people really wanted to see her in this film, and she's barely in the film. She's supposed to be in the second part, if they even get to a second part, which will be interesting if they even get to. Just the way how I think that this movie for some will be kind of confusing. I think a lot of the diehards that maybe like the 80s film, or if they read the book, they really will be interested in this film. I think it's kind of a tough sell for people that really don't know a lot about it, unless you're really into science fiction and really into a lot of characters. Pretty much the whole time they're fighting over this element, which gives them resource and wealth and travel. And that is pretty much the big plot of the movie, and just building towards the story. This is supposed to be, I think they were wanting to do this more so of maybe an 8-hour type of film, which would be really long and really drawn out, and really the ending leaves you hanging. There really isn't solving much of what is going on. And I know it's really nitpicky, but something that I was thinking about while watching this film is, what do these people eat? They live in a desert planet and there's no vegetation. Maybe I missed it, but I didn't really see what they were actually eating while they were on this type of planet. And it was just interesting to see that and really not really get addressed. I know it's not something really big, but it's just something that I thought about while watching this film. And in closing, this film really feels like a Star Wars kind of film. And I feel like because I'm not really a big Star Wars fan, that maybe so this is why I didn't really care for this film. And just with everything going on, I felt like this is just a really big build up to what is going to eventually happen. And I think that if maybe you're not really a Star Wars kind of fan, you probably won't get into this film. So for me, I really couldn't get into this film. I did mention in the beginning of my review of the good things that were in this movie and what I liked, but as far as a story and in keeping me engaged, it was just a little bit too much for me, and just something that really didn't really grab me as an attention of a viewer. I'm going to give the score of this film a 2 out of 5. And thank you guys for watching this review. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Mostly I've seen a lot of people say they like this film, but I have seen some people mention some of the things that I have mentioned in my review. So let me know what you guys think about this film. Thank you guys for watching.